when we want to make physical change to ourselves, sometimes we get very excited, and it's very easily done. We want to change so much so quickly and in such a short amount of time. This, in reality, brothers and sisters, I find from my experience, and let me tell you, I have over 25 years of experience in this fitness industry and in the kind of gym environment that I've spent most of my time in. So I am well aware of the people that have come and gone with this kind of mindset. They've come in there all guns blazing, prepared to change the world in the most minimum amount of time. 48-hour kind of missions that they want to transform their bodies. They don't happen. This is not a reality. You need to take things one step at a time, and the best way to make the most changes is to take it from one step at a time, and that's the key thing. Make gradual changes. Make gradual but consistent changes, and what you will find is that the change that you make in day one will be far from the change that you've made in day 30 or in month 2. So these accumulation of changes that you've made will make a massive difference to you in that month, in that 2 months that you've been committed to this program. So you need to look at it from the perspective, and this is a good philosophy that I always use with people that I speak to, is don't look at this as a 100-meter sprint. Rather look at it as a 26-mile marathon, that this is going to be a long-winded journey. It's not going to happen overnight. You look at me, I've been training for over 25 years and I'm still doing it. I'm still learning. I'm still evolving. I'm still changing things. There's things that I'm doing today in my dieting, in my eating, in my training that is new to what I've done in the past. So it's an ever evolving thing, because you change as a human being and your perspectives change. Your reality changes, and as a result of your reality, you make amendments around you. So again, in your lifestyle, in your work, in your sort of training regime, everything changes. So we tweak along the way. My workouts 10, 15 years ago are very different to what I do today. My eating programs 10, 15 years ago are very different to what I eat today. It's because I've changed, my mindset's changed, my objectives have changed, and my goals have changed. As a result of that, my individual actions have changed towards that, and that's what we've got to realize, and that's the important thing. I think I've covered most elements of that. So as I said, make gradual changes. Don't make massive changes overnight, because they never last long. And get into a routine. It's important that you have a systematic approach to doing this. So whether you like to go to the gym, whether it's 3 days a week, whether it's 4 days a week, do that. Make it consistent. If it's a case that's ad hoc, as long as you're getting those sessions in, get them in. Sometimes for me, I might have a day where I like to train, but due to other commitments, I'm not able to go. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. I don't go, and I will make sure that I make up another day. But as long as I'm getting those sessions in through the week, and I can accept the fact that sometimes I might get a session less in that week, but that's not a problem, because I know the following week I'll have a different week. I'll have different disposable time on me. So it swings and roundabouts. Don't panic if things don't work out that week and they don't go according to plan. Take lessons, take note, and move into the next week and try to just iron those issues out. Develop those kind of areas that you've kind of felt that you lacked on the previous week. Remember, it's a learning curve, and it's an evolving process that will always be enhanced, will always be fine-tuned. That's not a problem. That's the way of the world. That's the way of life. So don't look at it with sometimes blinkers on or with your eyes shut. Remember, there's always flexibility. Be flexible. You will get to your goals. No doubt the benchmarks will always change and move as time goes by. So I'm just trying to look at any of the points that might need covering from my notes that I've made here. So don't let family life, work life, your personal life be a barrier. It's not a barrier. It's just something that you have to work around. Don't make it an issue. If health is very important. Health is wealth. And there's a hadith of Rasulullah about 5 things before you lose them. And one of the things that is very key is your health, your wealth, your disposable time. These are key principles in life that once they've gone, you'll regret them. So do what you can to maintain it. Do what you can to sort of look after it, because it is within your power. It's within your control. If you have an illness, if you're physically disabled where you can't do certain things, even then, Do something. It's not impossible. The slightest thing, whatever's within your capabilities, do it. But don't claim ignorance, and don't become just lazy and born idle, because that is the worst trait that you can have in a Muslim. It's not the nature of the Muslim. The Muslim is active. He or she is engaged, and what you will also benefit from is the engagement element to that, because you meet people who are like-minded. You find motivation amongst the people that you're around. So it's always beneficial to you in many elements. Hopefully, inshallah,